Hello and welcome everyone again, and today's video we are going to take a look at the championship. Today is the international tournament for Pokemon Go. The winner will be the international champion, okay? The world champion. We have Inadequance versus Yukai. Yukai is a 16 years old coming from... Yeah, hello Mish, welcome in. And we have our friend, the streamer, the YouTuber, Inadequance, running the Wiggly and Wiggly Giratina team. Here we have Yukai running a team that is somewhat like very meta. Double Flyers, Altaria, Skarmory, Lickitung, Charjabug, Annihilape, and Shadow Quagsire. Both teams kind of like are different from each other. So Inadequance made it with like kind of a unique team. He has Wiggly, he has Giratina, he has a Clodsire, he has Poliwrath, he doesn't have Annihilape. So usually he's been killing it, especially with the Poliwrath. I know everyone's giving credit to his Wiggles, but to be honest, his Poliwrath has been killing it, using non-shadow Poliwrath, which been able to tank some moves and live longer to throw more charge moves as well. We see that both teams are locked in, and we see Quagsire into Giratina. This is a horrible matchup for Quag, and we're kind of triple weak to the Giratina. This is a tough matchup for Yukai, to be honest, as like he is going in with no counters to the Giratina. Yukai is like kind of bullied at this point, to be honest. I would be if I was him. And Inadequance going straight for the Shadow Ball. Good shield on Yukai's end. This is an actual crucial. I'm assuming whoever wins the lead will pretty much win the game, to be honest. Inadequance still debating shielding, and he no shield the Stonage. He's in Aqua Tail range now. Yukai with the phenomenal counting right there. Going straight for the Aqua Tail. His Quag is pretty healthy. I'm assuming he's just gonna go Poliwrath instantly, and we don't have a way to attack this Poliwrath. And Inadequance knows that, since he's still in, and he's still waiting. And Inadequance looking at the team's sheet. He's like, okay, why he's staying in? Let's shield. Oh my, he's shielding an Aqua Tail. This is like a tough decision to come back from. And now this is a Stone Edge. Inadequance can't shield at this point, to be honest, but he has so much energy. Maybe the energy will be enough. I'm assuming it will be enough, because remember that there is a Skarmory for the Wigglytuff. This kind of like we have to shield here, or like the next one, or like we can just go call a bit. I think he needs to shield the Scald, to be honest, because 2 Scald do KO. We see an instantly swap to the Wiggles. The Skarmory comes in here, and Inadequance know that this game is GG. Extremely well played by Yukai. The patience, the discipline. To be fair, Inadequance not shielding his Giratina kind of bited him. Like, I would say the toughest thing that Inadequance did was basically shielding his Poliwrath into the Quag, because you kind of resist everything. But I think Inadequance was making a call that it's a Licky in the back. No, not a Licky, Altaria in the back, and it wasn't what he thought. This is like a championship quality, guys. This is like a champion quality. Like the winner here is actually the best player in the best champion in the world. They are the best player in the world. We all know who's the best player in the world. And Yukai chilling with game number one. That was a good game. I think Inadequance like made a wrong read, to be honest, but it has to be. Like, if it was an Altaria, then he would have won, because his Poliwrath will be very healthy. But it was a Skarmory in the back with a Charjabug. So, Inadequance got the read on the lead, and Yukai got the read on the back line. That was a fast game number 1, to be honest. Inadequance came in from the losers bracket, so he has to reset the bracket in order to win, which means he has to get 3 wins here. Then that's going to reset the bracket. Then he has to play another best of 5, while Yukai just need to win 3 games here. He already won 1 of them, so he's 2 away from having the champion crown. Okay, both are locked in for game number 2. Inadequance is kind of not liking his lead, and he is leading Wiggly into Skarmory. Amazing read by Yukai. He goes to the Lantern, get punished by a Wiggles. This is a slight win to the Licky. Dude, I keep thinking about Wiggles, because Wiggles is going to be the new Lickitung next season. If we look at the back line, we have a Charjabug for the Poliwrath as well. So Inadequance is not lucky in this alignment, to be honest. And Yukai might be fighting for the swap, and Inadequance need to flip this. So is he going to shield? Okay, he doesn't shield last second. Inadequance shaking his head is like, okay, now we're cooking. We see an instantly going for the Power Whip. Inadequance is still debating it. I think this is a safe shield for him. And he shielded last second. Good call by Inadequance. Yukai is shaking his head like, oh my. Okay, I think we just did a misplay. We see that Yukai is still farming. I think at this point, he could shield once, but he still doesn't win. Like, Inadequance shielding the Power Whip put him in a tough situation. If he gets to the Body Slam, there might be a comeback, but he didn't. Now he goes to the Charger Bug, and Lantern is just so loaded on energy. Like, Charger Bug still can't farm down. Yukai is making a call that there might be a Clodside in the back, and then the energy here is going to be useless. So he's going to no shield here, but he is counting. We see an instant swap to this call. This is extremely risky. He's actually making a very aggressive call that this is his last call. Oh my, what a call by Yukai. He's like, okay, we don't win unless he is double weak to the pole. He is weak to this. Okay. Going straight for the Sky Attack, I'm assuming. But Inadequance is about to get an Icy Wind. Yukai with the phenomenal counting right there. Sky Attack does lots of damage at this point. Inadequance instantly shielding. I think Yukai can just go straight for the Brave Bird at this point. And we all know that it's wiggly in the back. Remember that the Charger Bug is loaded on energy. Okay, instantly shield. I don't know how much it does now since he's debuffed. He's trying to... okay. We need to talk about what Yukai just did, okay? We will talk about it after. What Yukai did, he paused for a turn so the counter will register. Before... Oh my, what a catch! Holy, look at that. What a catch. What a play by Yukai. Dude, Yukai is just pulling up like some Super Saiyan mode at this point. And he's going to farm down here. Inadequance knows that this is a GG. And holy gameplay. Dude, that was insanely good. I want to talk about what happened in the matchup before. When Yukai, like, before throwing the Brave Bird, he waited a turn, then threw the Brave Bird. We will talk about that right after we finish this game. And this 2 discharge KO. Inadequance knows it's GG. And this should do it. Bro, there is no VODs. But basically what Yukai did, before he threw the Brave Bird, it's his Karmary into Polyrite. He paused for a turn and then threw the Brave Bird, which means the counter will register before he's double debuffed in case they left the Brave Bird. Okay, game number 3 is ready. And it seems that the crowd is going insane. And we have a Polyrite into Quag. Insanely good lead for the Mr. Inadequance going for the Polyrite. This is his only Karmary answer, so he has to stay in. He does win this though. And I think Yukai is in a tough situation because now... Okay, it's going to be debuff dependent here. If Inadequance gets the debuff, it's kind of a GG. But no, he didn't get the debuff. Yukai dodged the debuff. So now he's trying to go straight for the Brave Bird. Wait, doesn't this deny him from getting a second Sky Attack? I think this does deny him. The switch is not stalled enough. So this is a risky play. I think he could have gotten to the second one. He's going to wait the switch clock. And to be honest, his switch won't be up. So he can't, if he goes a Charger Bug, we can see Inadequance insta-swapping. Okay, so now he can throw a charge move, to be honest. But he doesn't. He wants Inadequance to throw. And Inadequance is refusing to throw. Okay. Oh, we see a no shield. I think Yukai gave up. What's he doing? Okay, we're going back to the Quagsire, and Inadequance now is switch locked. He's going straight for the EQ. We see Yukai instantly shielding. Remember that there is a very healthy Polyrite in the back. Shielding the EQ, and he has to throw before the switch is up. So how is switch awareness from Yukai's end? We will see soon. Aqua Tail number 1. I think he has to leave with energy as well. And he needs to stall the switch clock as well. So Inadequance has the Aqua Tail, has the EQ, but Yukai with the phenomenal counting, he's throwing the Aqua Tail. This does KO. Okay, we see instantly going with the Polyrite. He has a move as well. Yukai here doesn't have too much stuff to defend. Okay, he instantly no shield. Big call on Yukai, to be honest. And now he has to build up. And I think he's trying to wait for the switch clock as he can throw. He doesn't even have health at this point. Yeah, he doesn't have health. He has to shield. We're going to see an instant to switch. Okay, instantly throwing. The timing here is now 2 and throw, but I think if he does 2, he will die with a move. So he has to do only 1 then throw. No, he can... Yeah, he has to do 1 then throw. This charge... This doesn't KO. And Adequance instantly no shielding. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen. Remember that Adequance still has a shield ready. Yeah, Yukai just gave up because his only play is farming them down, then baiting, then nuking, which he doesn't get. So, GG to Inadequance. It's 2-1 now. For score is 2-1 for Yukai. Yukai won game number 1. And number 2, Inadequance won game number 3. He's still that... He knows that his Polyrath is the key to victory because we see that Yukai's team is just insanely... It's tough to play against Polyrath, as like the only Polyrath answer is basically Annihilate. He might bring in Annihilate, to be honest, but to be honest, his Charjabug is just better against Inadequate's team, as Charjabug can beat Charjabug can beat Lantern, Skarmory, Polyrath, and does fine into Wiggles. Lose to the other 2 though, but Annihilate doesn't beat anything. Like lose to... I think Annihilate can just beat Clodsire and Polyrath, and Skarmory's matchup is just tough. But maybe we could see some Altaria shenanigan, but Altaria into Polyrath is just so tough because you have to swap out, and if you swap out in a team against Wiggles, that means your Pokemon will just be switch locked against Wiggles later in the game, which you can't risk bringing. But hey, sometimes you just have to make a call, and a call is just... that call might just be what he needs for game number 3, or Inadequance gonna see like do like another nice read. Inadequance, to be honest, so far had made the most insane team reads in the entire tournament. Every time he played someone, he always locked in with the correct team in the exact same order that should counter the opponent's team. So that could be like Inadequance's advantage, being like just 5 steps ahead. But Yukai might just be like, 6 steps ahead. We will see. Sounds like a good snack. Just remove the mustard. Is this the first round? Yes. So if Yukai wins one more game, he wins Worlds. If Inadequance needs to win 2 more games to reset the brackets. And we are ready. We see an Altaria into Giratina. This is an extremely tough alignment. We see a swap into Clodsire. Yukai is staying in, and as this is like not the most difficult alignment. Remember that Yukai doesn't have an answer to the Skarmory in the back. We're going to see him no-shielding this Rock Slide. Sorry, this Stone Edge does a lot though. Well, it does like around half. I think he's just gonna chip and go to Licky at one point. No, he's just gonna throw the Sky Attack. Maybe he's just gonna stay in. Like, he doesn't want to risk the alignment because he can just stay in, farm down with his Skarmory, and then the Skarmory will be able to throw some damage here and there, which is actually a good strategy. Like, lose this intentionally, then get some energy lead. And Inadequance is not going to shield. He's gonna fight for shield advantage. But remember that there is a Licky Tongue on Yukai's end, which we haven't seen yet. Inadequance shielding here. I don't think Inadequance can win the 2. We will see based off the energy. Yukai has been shown like some great counting skills so far. So, is he going to give that up? We don't know yet. He's going to no shield here. As I said, he's gonna try to get some energy lead on Skarmory because energy on his Skarmory is deadly. Inadequance gets a Stone Edge. It's actually good to get to a charge move here. But the question is, what's going to happen after? I think Yukai has a favorable alignment because remember that there is a Licky which should destroy. I think Inadequance can just bring in his Giratina or just to bring in his Skarm to soak all this energy because there is too much energy and his Giratina must shield that. He's about to make the biggest call of his life and he goes in his Skarmory. So I think that's in Yukai's favor because he can just have his Licky Tank for later in the game. Inadequance seems to be pressured. He's turning red. What the heck? What's happening with Inadequance? I think he's still thinking about the alignment that he chooses. Remember that Yukai's Skarmory is close to be in Brave Bird's range, and we don't see him. We don't see Inadequance throwing yet. Inadequance is still trying to be as calm as possible. We see Brave Bird landing, and I think that might be it for Inadequance. He has 2 charge moves. Yukai instantly no shielding, as all he needs now to do is just no shield. Go Licky, shield the Licky. And that's a good game. Well, it's still not a good game yet. Okay, if Skarn gets to another move, he can still win. If Skarn doesn't get to another move, I don't know about he can still win. Okay, and we have a crown champion here, Kai0904, 16 years old, winning wards. And meanwhile, we have some people claiming that they can't win because they are on hot mode account. They are stuck in 2400. So, congrats to Kai winning wards. That was the most impressive run, to be honest. From the winners bracket, he didn't drop a single game. No losses. Straight wins from game number 1 until the end. And Adequan's giving up. To be honest, I don't blame him. That was the toughest. That was the toughest game by far for an Adequans, to be honest. He just shown like some crazy skills, some crazy like team reads. But at this point, it's tough because Kai has just like the winners bracket advantage where he only needs to win 3. He's cooking now. And well played to Yakai. Congrats, that was one of the most well-deserved championships